Welcome back, Math 7. Today we are finalizing the percentage, and today we're actually applying percentage in real life scenario. I am using textbook questions. However, I do know that you guys don't have a textbook, so you may need to copy some of these. Now, one thing that I will tell you is you may not copy the whole work that is given in the questions in a textbook. We are more copying some of the important segment, and your instructor, substitute teacher, or yourself can pause the button time to time. I want you to copy this question number 1. So at this point, pause the video, copy the question, and then resume the video. Now, at this point, I assume that you pause the video and then copy the question. So let's figure this out. The sign on the right side show $1.75 per lap or 20 lap for 30. So we're trying to find out the overall cost per lap if we purchase 20 lap package, which is this option over here. So let's solve this question. Number 1, the first part of the information is not important. Our option, which is 20 lap for $30. So the $30 means it's for 20 laps. Then the question is asking how much is the amount if it's 1 lap. We can use the mathematical relationship by going, 20 to 1 from here to here, it's divided by 20. Then we can do the same thing in here. Unfortunately, adding and subtracting is out of the picture when we talk about this percentage question, and you already have the whole good idea. Fraction converting into decimal to percentage, we every time we deal with that. So the very first question is basically and simply $30 divided by 20 laps so that I can know how much price for 1 lap. That's what you need to do. So we're not going to use the calculator at the beginning. We're going to use it eventually. 30 divided by 20. First of all, we can simplify this by divided by 10. 20 divided by 10 is 2. 30 divided by 10 is 3. So basically this is 3 divided by 2. That means we need to halve the 3. So if I divide 3 by 2, that's 1.50. 1.5. 1.5 and 1.5 make 3. That's one question. Now, we're going to go to number 2. I want you to only copy what is important, even though I'm going to read the whole thing. Tran was not sure if he will like go-karting, so he asked for tickets for 5 laps only. The other 3 choose 20 laps ticket. We are going to estimate and then calculate the total cost of tickets before tax. So GST doesn't play a huge role. Now I want you to pause this button and copy Tran ask for ticket for 5 laps only, period. The other 3 choose the 20 lap tickets. I want you to copy what I highlight as a sentence. Now at this point, I assume that you fully wrote the whole thing. So number 2, here's what I'm going to do. First of all, Tran asked for tickets for 5 laps. So that means it's option number 1, $1.75 per lap. So what you need to do is this, folks. I know that $1.75 is per 1 lap. If I want 5 laps, basically we are multiplying this deal by 5. So now this is a calculator time. How much total cost is basically 1.75 times by 5. Now at this point, we know that we technically did decimal operation, so let's do decimal operation. It has been a while, right? Basically it's place value. 5 times 5, that's 25. 7 times 5, that's 35, but 2, 37. 5 times 5 is 5, but with the 3, that's 8. So 8.25. No, sorry, 8.75. That is the cost that should go for Tran. Now next, however, other 3 kids purchased 20 lab for $30. So, in that situation, this $30, you gotta multiply by, $30 for 20 lab tickets. 3 people bought it, so 30 times 3, which is $90. So if I add $90 with 8.75 to find out the total cost, then you get the idea. It's 90 plus 8.75, so $98.75 is the total cost. That's what you need to do. Number 3, for this one, I want you to just copy this. An adult and 3 children qualify for a 25% family discount. I want you to just put 25% of the family discount. And we're just going to calculate without estimate like the previous one. So, let's think about this. If you think about 25% discount, that means I am only paying 75% of the overall cost. If you doubt about how that's come from, think about it in this way. The total cost is 100%. If you have 25 discount, that means you're subtracting that amount. So 100 minus 25 give you 75%. That is what you need to do. Because what this is saying is, the family discount means 25% will be deduced. So that means from the total cost, we only acquire 75% of $98.75 is what we're doing. And that, if you think about it, there's a 2 way you can do. The fraction way or decimal way, but we are going to do decimal way. 75% is basically 0.75. And multiply with 98.75 is what you need to put, and that give you the total value. I want you to take out your calculator for this one because it's really hard to do. 0.75 multiplied by 98.75 provides you 74.0625. That's the total amount. However, when it comes to money, you gotta think about 2 decimal places. So 74.06 is how much it cost. Now, let's look at your, how can I say? Actually, with the time constriction, number 4, I'm just gonna omit for now. That 1, 2, 3 is what I like to go over. This is how percentage will be connected with the real life situation, and as you may notice, it's not that easy. It is actually quite challenging. So I want you to practice the homework question right after today's class. Next example. Lauren purchased or bought Lauren bought and planted 2 packages of flower seed to use in her science fair project. A package A contained 44 seeds, of which 32 grew into plants. Package B contained 36 seeds, of which 27 grew. Which package of seed was better? So we are now dealing with the situation where we're basically comparing. Compare 2 sets of data. Whenever we're comparing, here's what you need to do. Number 1, you gotta make it into fraction. Number 2, fraction you gotta convert into decimal. Some people can find out the answer at this point, but number 3, this is what we recommend. We should convert it into percentage. And the way that we do that is basically multiply by 100 from the decimal. This is iron rule that never change. So have that in your mind. I want you to give it a shot with this. Let's do package A over here, package B over here, and we're doing verses in between. The first one was saying that it is 44 seeds and 32 out of it grew. So that means my fraction is 32 over 44. The second one is 27 grew out of 36. Now at this point, it's not simplify, neither the first one nor the second one. So let's do simplify. We can go a little further. Why don't we divide everything by 4? Then 44 divided by 4 is 11. 32 divided by 4 is 8. So you have 8 over 11. This is very important because 11 we can multiply by something to make it into repeating decimal in that case. I want you to multiply everything by 9. Then you will see 9 times 8 is 72. 9 times 11 is 99. Which means your decimal format will be 0.727272 blah blah blah. Or we can make it into 0.72 with the hat. So first step was fraction. Second step was decimal. Now third step is whatever that decimal that you have, multiply by 100%. Which means just bring in decimal place 1 to the right, second to the right. Then you're gonna have 72.7%, and this is the one where you need to round it up time to time, and 3 decimal place is generally okay. And when it comes to B, we need to do basically the same thing. As you may notice, this time we gotta simplify in a different way. Why don't we divide it by 3? So 36 divided by 3 give you 12. 27 divided by 3 give you 9. So 9 over 12. Can we go any further? Yes, we can. Do the same thing. 9 divided by 3 give me 3. 12 divided by 4 give me 12 divided by 3 give me 4. So it's 3 over 4. Why that's important? Because number 1 step already told me that 3 over 4 is my common percentage. It's 3/4. And when you see 3/4, that's 0.75. And from here, you can just multiply by 100%, and that's 75%. And now you know which package C was better. Package B is better because package B has package B has roughly 2% more plants that grew successfully. So that's why. And the reason you may say, Mr. Kim, it's actually 3%. No, it's not. If you think about whole numbers, 73 and 75, it's about 2% differences. And that's what you need to do. These are applied question of your decimal. So these are, by the way, from textbook. What you're going to solve today is very similar as what you have been dealt with.